Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for GCPD, the Blue Wall #1 from DC Comics. Let's see here. You can see the team right here on the cover, which I really like. I like that all their names are on the cover. This book is written by John Ridley, who we have two books by John Ridley this week. If you haven't already, go check out a review for Batman One Bad Day Penguin. We have art by Stefano Raffaele, colors by Brad Anderson, and letters by Ariana and Maher. So this is in this book 1, The Shot Not Taken. Still relatively early in her tenure, GCPD Commissioner Renee Montoya sets out to rebuild her department and restore public faith in the historically troubled PD during some of the worst conditions it's ever seen. But Renee can't do it alone. In order for her plan to work, everyone from the topmost officials all the way to the most fresh, new-faced officers must contend with the harsh realities of being a symbol of the law and order in a city of superpower saviors and superhuman lawlessness. DC is proud to present GCPD The Blue Wall by the stellar team above. No one said protecting a city like Gotham would be easy. Yeah. I mean, this is a really interesting book to pick. I think just with socially, I think there's going to be a lot of commentary here. John Ridley he's an excellent writer, and I really like the insight that he provides for some of these things. So let's take a look at some preview art. We'll talk a little bit more about this book. Now, I do want to say, like the book from last week from Tom King, the Gotham City Year One, this book also contains a language disclaimer for some racially offensive terms. So I'm very glad that DC's taking steps to put that stuff out front, and hopefully they're only using that where the story really needs to be, where the story really needs something like that. But like I said, I trust John Ridley as a creator, the same way I trust Tom King. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how including all this stuff really makes a way for the book. So let's take a look at that preview art. And I think Stefano just really, once again, here delivering some quick catch up, right? We see, for those that were not aware, we would need to see that Renee Montoya is the new commissioner, right? So this scene kind of paints a picture of what's going on in the Gotham Police Department by dropping us into what I would think is one of their events that probably something that's pretty important to the police department, right? The introduction and the induction, graduation of new cadets into the force, right? I think as an organization, their growth is important, but also to make sure that they bring in quality individuals. So it's really interesting that we begin here, almost at the birthplace of being a police officer in Gotham City. And immediately we see here, I love here this shot at the top, the panel, all these faces that Renee knows that she's, even though like it's really interesting because the dialogue they're saying portrays one emotion, but the way they are portrayed in the imagery gives us the complete opposite, right? So Renee can almost see through that facade, see through their words and their lies, and just kind of move through all that. Renee also still dealing with a lot of stuff from her past with Two-Face, so it's going to be a difficult conversation. And the book sets off a really interesting premise, I think, overall. So I really like, first of all, that we're focusing on Renee Montoya. She's a really interesting character that we've seen. I think she's become one of the more important, like after Commissioner Gordon and maybe Bullock, because he was in the TV show. Like Renee Montoya is probably like the most important cop that we've seen throughout the Batman mythos, right? She's even been a superhero. She's been the Question, so she definitely is an important figure in the DC universe. So really glad this book centers around her. But not only that, also the Gotham Police Department. This book sets up a very interesting premise. So I won't really go into it because I don't want to spoil anything, but just know that I'm really looking forward. I didn't think I would be interested in a book about the Gotham City Police Department, but I think when you have the right team behind it, it works, and this really worked for me. So also some really cool variant covers for this issue, which I look forward to showing you guys at the end of the video. But let me know what you thought of this issue, and as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.